Hey guys, Jake with Evolving Daily, and this is part 3 of the holster reviews. This will be about the NSR Tactical C-1 quick ship for my shield. The day I got it, I went out and did a couple hundred draw strokes, between 1 and 200, somewhere in there. Then a couple days later, went to Tactical Response and took the fighting pistol class. This was my backup during the class, and for a couple hours I used it as my primary just in case for some reason I'm not carrying my 17. And I really can't say anything bad about this holster. It worked great. It didn't move around. It was always there, and the retention's great. I drew from some weird positions, supine, kneeling, stuff like that, and I was wearing it appendix on the left side, so to draw with my non-dominant hand. So the holster, real quick, do a little close-up, has the tuckable strut, which it comes with a soft loop on it. You can see here it covers the safety really well, which is a big thing for me. I didn't want a gun with a safety, but I got a really good deal on it. So that gives me a little peace of mind that safety is always covered up. The adjustable retention down here, and it's low, which I think I've found out that a couple other holsters that I've tried, the adjustable retention was way down here, which put more tension on the trigger guard as opposed to up on the slide. You can see where the bottom of the slide's a good bit narrower without the pistol in it. And I think from my dealings with them that the tension up on the slide is far superior than down on the trigger guard, which is where a couple others were. Locks up great. It's not hard to draw, but it's not coming out of there. I mean, yeah, shield's not a real heavy gun, but still, it's a loaded gun, and it's not coming out of there. Another thing I like about them is, I don't know why I'm concerned with this, but if I was moving around during the day and bumped it just out of lockup, it still holds the gun. It's not going anywhere. I don't know why that's a big thing to me, but it is. I don't know if that's something I should be worried about. It has a big channel cut where the sights go. So if you're running big dots or some heinies or shit, you could probably even get some suppressor sights put in there and they would still work. I don't know why or how you'd ever have a suppressor on a shield, but you can have just about whatever sights you want, which with some, a buddy of mine's holster, he had Trigicon HDs or something. They stuck up a little bit higher. I forget exactly what they were, but they stuck up a little bit higher than the factory sights. And the bullshit holster he had to spend about an hour playing this game to get it to where it would cut a groove out of the Kydex in that sight chamber just so it would work. And then he made the Kydex thinner in that area and it eventually broke. Obviously I've only had this about a couple weeks, not even a month, so I can't really comment to the longevity of the Kydex, but I've seen a few other makers' holsters that the bends are really sharp and eventually it gets a little discolored mark where it's bent really sharp and then it fails. As you can tell, all their edges are really rounded out. If you can see, I don't know how this will focus, but everything's rounded out really well, so I do not see that being an issue at all. The C-1, I don't know what all others of theirs are, but C-1 is completely ambidextrous. The bodyguard, whatever thing, It's the same on both sides, same height. You just take out your adjustable retention screws, swap them, and your strut to the other side. Because when I first started using it, I had it on my right side just because that's how it shipped. Just playing around that first day, and then I moved it to where I'm actually going to carry it. It draws the same no matter what side you're carrying it on. It doesn't hang up more one direction than the other. It's really just an all around great holster. Rolled around the dirt, beat and banged around at Fighting Pistol. Didn't have a single issue. So NSR Tactical, their C-1 quick ships. I emailed him. Well, I'd placed an order because I was in a bind. I needed a tuckable holster right away. Sent him an email after I'd already ordered, late at night, 10 o'clock in the evening, something like that, and said, hey, I ordered this, and I ordered a 3-hole strut bar because I didn't know it already came with a strut. Will the 3-hole work? And he emailed me back within about an hour and said, you don't need a 3-hole, you need a 2-hole, but it already comes with it. So you gave me too much money. I'm gonna send you back $5, which is what their strut is. So he could have taken me for an extra couple bucks, but he's a good dude. It's a small company. You're not buying from some paper pusher who's just worried about sales. It's a guy who goes out and trains, and he stands behind his stuff. It's not made, he doesn't make them to make money. He makes them because he knows that people need to count their life on it. And the quick ship C1, I got it in less than a week from Arizona, I think is where they're at. Less than a week from the day I ordered it until it was at the house. So there's no excuse not to go out and get yourself an NSR. They're fast, they're reliable. He's a great guy. If you have any questions, he'll get back to you immediately. They offer a million different holsters, pancakes and foldovers and minimalist and light bearing, leather lined, which I'd love to try out one of these days. But it's just a great holster. All the edges are real smoothed out, and some of the other holsters I tried, the sharp edges end up hurting after time, and plastic clips don't work. You pull out the whole holster. This is, if you have a shield and you need a holster you can count on, this is the way to go. So if you're in the market, look him up. Dave White, I think, at NSR Tactical. Give him a like on Facebook. Remember, guys, prepare to thrive while others survive.